Ding, 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 dong. Okay, good afternoon, Miss Delia. Okay, so my name is Jason Ajaya. So I'm going to ask you some question about life after matrix. Okay, so as we all know, Miss is one of the alumni of College Matriculation Labuan. So to start off our Q&A session, will you mind to tell a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so my name is Miss Delia. No, you can call me Miss Delia. My full name is Miss Delia Roseanne Richard. I come from Tenem, Sabah, and I was studying in Labuan Matriculation College in the years 2014, 2015. At that time, I was a Module 1 student. In fact, I remember my class was BP6 T28. So it was so long ago that we had a different naming system. And now I am teaching here as a biology lecturer back in LMC. Yeah.
Okay. So we all know becoming a lecturer is not a simple job. So can you mind sharing us what is your journey to becoming lecturer in KML?
Well, my journey to becoming lecturer is actually considered a very short and lucky journey because, as you know, in metrics we have this thing that we call the PPC or Program Pelajar Cemerlang, which is a course we offer for students with good grades through metrics, and the aim is to produce a team of educators to educate the future generation. So luckily, I was chosen during my batch to be part of that PPC, and through this scholarship, I was able to further my studies to University of Manchester, United Kingdom. I had my Bachelor of Science with honors in biology. So that was 3 years in UK from 2015 until 2018, and then also through this scholarship I got the opportunity to study in University of Malaya. So in we had this course called Postgraduate Diploma in Education, or the BM version is DPP, Diploma Pasca Siswaza Pendidikan. And from there I had my 1 year experience learning about pedagogy, and also I had a few months experience going into other matriculation colleges, going into other schools, observing what they do and meeting their students. And in 2020, when the MCO restrictions were less strict, I had the opportunity to come here and come for my first posting. So it's quite a short journey.
Yeah. Okay, that was truly an outstanding achievement. So tell me a little about your life after leaving matriculation, like before the PPC program. What do you do, and how do you know about the PPC program, about some other student out there that is interested in PPC program?
So during that time, right after metrics, I think our time we finished metrics around April of 2015. The first month was just relaxing because after metrics, the 10 months of rigorous studying and not much time to focus on yourself, keeping up with assignments and everything, I think I took about 1 month just to relax and be at home with family and catching up with friends that I met in metrics. As you are here in metrics, you know that you meet so many kinds of people, and that is part of the learning experience as well, to be able to reconnect with them. It was around June that we knew whether or not we were approved to the next round of selection. So I applied for PPC when I was still in my second semester, and we got the call for interview around June. I went for the interview, which included group oral interviews. I think we had the UKCG, the one that assess your mental state as well as a physical state. We had the fitness test, which included the notorious bleep test at that time. But also it was at the same time, I didn't know if I will get PPC. I was also applying for UPU, waiting for this, attending interviews for the UPU programs as well, and never knowing which one I will actually get.
So is there anything that you wish you had done differently when you were our age? So if yes, can you tell me why, what and why?
What would I have done differently? I think I would have learned to manage my time better as well as my own finances, because I was doing okay with my academics and I was balancing my extracurriculars as well. I like getting involved in the programs, and as you see now, there's so many extra programs, so many fun things to do. Thankfully, I was able to manage my time between studying and the fun stuff. But with metrics, you have such a strict schedule that you don't have to plan your own time. The college plans your time for you. Between this time to this time, it's study time. Between this time to this time, you have to shower and eat. This time to this time, then you can do other programs. But when I went to university, I had so much flexible hours, I didn't know how to arrange my time. So I wish I would have learned to deal with the extra, all the extra hours that look like you have nothing to do, but actually you should be doing something. I wish I had learned that. And in terms of money, every time there was allowance, every time the allowance came in, I was eating very well, and then near the end of the allowance, I was waiting for the next allowance, and that carried on into my adulthood, unfortunately. So I wish I had learned to manage my finances better from a younger age.
Okay, so it's the second last question. So, how would you recommend Matriculation College to the student who are not sure if they could apply to college or no, or whether they are deciding whether to apply for UPU, or to wait for UPU, or to apply for Matriculation?
Well, I would say seize every opportunity that comes your way. If you're able to fill in more than one application, for example, you're applying for several scholarships and also for UPU and metrics, go ahead and do that. But I would recommend metrics to those who know where they want to go after this. So through matriculation, you have a myriad of options. You are not restricted to one particular university. For example, if you went for foundation in a certain university, it might be a closed foundation, meaning after you go through their foundation course, you can only stick with their university. Some universities have open foundation, which means after you go through 1 year with them, you can still go apply to other universities. If you're not sure where you want to go, or you know where you want to go, and you know the way to get into that university is through matriculation, a foundation year, then come to metrics. After you complete your metrics, you would be able to bring your results and go to the university of your choice. And also, when it comes to matriculation, especially in Labuan metrics, we have so many extracurriculars and so many opportunities for you to hone your soft skills and other skills along with your academics. It is through metrics that I learned to improve my social skills. I met friends from all over the country, not just Sabah, Sarawak. We had Sarawakian friends as well. And basically explore a lot of my interests and my dislikes, what I would like to do from the future. That comes from the interaction, from the exposure that I had in matriculation. And also, it's a 1 year program. Even if you manage to get the 2 year program, it's still a lot faster than a diploma. Ultimately, it depends on your studying method, studying technique, what you prefer. But I would highly recommend matriculation for you. If it has even crossed your mind, maybe it's a sign that you should be here.
Okay, so the last question. So, do you think College Matriculasi Labuan is the place to further study? Is the best place to further study after SBM? Because for me, because I am a Sarawakian, Labuan is kind of far away from my home because there's not a lot of transportation that go to the Labuan. So, do you think College Matriculasi Labuan is the best place to further study after SBM?
Well, whether or not it's the best place or not, that really depends on person to person, because as you said, it comes with a lot of challenges, especially if you live from further away or if you're not from a well-to-do background. Even the registration fee feels like it requires a lottery for you to pay. So I would say, if you have the opportunity to come here, do come here and make your stay worth it. Because even if you come here and you have the potential but you don't put your best into your studies, it's kind of like a wasted opportunity. If you want to study, if you know what you're fighting for, do come to Labuan. This is a short course that can get you into the university of your choice, and you get to meet so many wonderful people along the way. You get to hone so many skills while you are here. And although there may be challenges along the way, it is worth it. You come out a better, different person from when you were before.
Okay, so that is a wrap for this question. Thank you so much, Miss Delia, for spending time with us this evening. So that is all my question. Okay, thank you. Okay, can you say bye to the camera? Bye.